It had been a whirlwind of emotions and events, and Rachel couldn't quite grasp the reality of her situation. Just 3 days ago, she was in bustling New York City, and now she found herself on the stoop of an old church in the heart of Paris. The transition from the vibrant cityscape to this serene, yet unfamiliar setting felt surreal. As she sat on the steps, the cold stone beneath her was a stark reminder of her new reality. Her mind replayed the shocking events of the past few days. Rachel had been exhausted, both physically and emotionally. Her husband, Mark, had dropped a bombshell on her just when she felt she could barely cope with the demands of life. The divorce papers had arrived without warning, while she was at her lowest. The suddenness of it all had left her in disbelief. It felt like a cruel joke, something that couldn't possibly be real. She remembered sitting in her small apartment, feeling as if the walls were closing in on her. The divorce was not just a personal blow, but a shattering of her dreams. With Mark's departure, she was left to pick up the pieces of her life alone. Fast forward to the present, and here she was, trying to make sense of her situation amidst the ancient streets of Paris. Her journey was more than just a geographical relocation. It was a metaphorical quest for clarity and new beginnings. Rachel marveled at how modern transportation had made such a dramatic shift possible in such a short time. The technology that whisked her from one continent to another was astounding, yet it couldn't soothe the emotional turbulence she was feeling. Her phone, though helpful, was often unreliable, adding a layer of frustration to her already overwhelming day. As she navigated her way through the unfamiliar streets of Paris, Rachel struggled to follow her map, which seemed to have a mind of its own. The city's layout was a maze, and despite her best efforts, she found herself lost more often than not. Each turn seemed to take her further away from where she wanted to be, amplifying her sense of displacement. Despite her frustration, there was a small glimmer of hope. She had booked hotels in advance, but she realized she hadn't paid much attention to the details. It was a minor comfort, knowing that she had a place to stay, even if she didn't know exactly where it was. Rachel's thoughts were interrupted by the realization that she was running low on water. This minor crisis felt emblematic of her larger struggles. She took a deep breath, trying to muster the energy to continue her journey, knowing that she had to keep moving forward. Her interaction with her new followers online brought a small sense of relief. Their kind words and encouragement were a reminder that she was not entirely alone in this journey. She engaged with them, answering questions and sharing bits of her experience, hoping to find solace and support through these virtual connections. As Rachel grappled with her new reality, she found a sense of purpose in sharing her story. The support from strangers and the challenge of navigating an unfamiliar city became part of her healing process. Each day was a step towards rediscovery and resilience, a reminder that even in the face of unexpected change, there is a path forward.